Did you just get in?
Yes.
How was your day?
Oh, it was interesting. How was yours?
Well, to be honest, I couldn't get you off my mind.
Well, it's reassuring.
Because of your therapy, Sheila. I know you had another session today. How did that go?
All right. Next we have Rita Fontaine. Rita, would you stand up and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Rita Fontaine, and I'm a senior at the City College. I intend to study design next year at the California Fashion Institute. And the reason why I'm here is to get an idea of...
Oh, how I'd love to walk right up there and take him into my arms.
I don't think most of us, regardless of our...
And why shouldn't I?
An idea of what it's
Why the
like
hell
to
shouldn't
be
I?
in business.
He's my husband. He belongs to me, not Brooke.
I want to thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Forrester, for making this opportunity available to us.
Oh,
I
Rich.
think that this hands-on stuff is really what...
Rich, if I thought there was a chance that you and the children would understand. And there is a chance. There's always a chance. Why don't I? Maybe it's time. Maybe Dad and James are right. Just let the chips fall. I can't sit here and watch him this way. Up there with another woman. Look at them together. They're so close. Getting closer every day. I can't stand it.
Thank you very much, Rita. All right, let's go to Carol Roberts. Ms. Roberts?
Huh?
Well, appears we've put Miss Roberts to sleep, and it's only the introductions.
It's all right, Miss Roberts. Carol, right?
Yes.
Well, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself and tell everybody why you're here?
My name is Carol Roberts, and I'm not here so much to learn about fashion as I am about you, Mr. and Mrs. Forrester.
To learn about us?
Yes, you're a fascinating couple. Together all the time, at work and at home. And look at all you've accomplished.
Why do I get the feeling this might turn into an interview?
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. My husband likes to do that to people. He's been doing it to me for years.
Now, Carol, we will make sure that you learn plenty about us in the next couple of hours. We are actually quite a good team. Well, thank you, Carol.
Later on, we're going to start talking about how this company thrives as a family-run business. And it's been that way ever since Eric
Macy called before she left this message.
Let's see. The next question we have will be from Jerry Morris.
I'm Detective Lewis. This is my partner, Officer Weber.
Yes, I'm Macy Alexander. I'm the one who called you. Come on in. This is Anthony Armando, my friend.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming so quickly.
What can we do for you? You mentioned something on the phone about letters?
Yes, yeah, 3 of them. I received all of them within the last 10 days.
Do you know who wrote them?
No.
Do you have any suspicions at all?
None. No, I've gotten hundreds of fan letters, and these were just in with the rest of them.
Is there any possibility that these 3 letters could have been written by different people?
Oh, we'd have to run some tests. But from what I can tell, these letters were written by the same individual. He uses certain phrases. And of course, you have the stationery and the envelopes. And the type style.
I hope there's some way you can find out who this guy is, officers.
So, does this person really pose some kind of threat? I mean, is he truly dangerous?
How could he resist me? How could he prefer Macy Alexander over me? We'll see. We'll see.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it, Mr. Armando? I'll be honest. It's hard to tell whether the person that wrote these letters is actually dangerous.
But you've had cases like this before, so you must have some kind of hunch.
Sure. My hunch is that it's probably just a prank. Most times it is. But then there are those occasions when something like this turns out to be exactly what it claims to be. A threat. And that threat can be very real.
Okay, that may be true, but my point is my friend here is scared. She's very scared. Should she be?
Concerned, yes. Terrified, no.
Because these crank letters don't really add up to much, do they?
Thorne.
Honey, what's going on?
Well, I got another one of those letters, so I called the police. This is my fiancé, Thorne Forrester.
I'm Detective Weber. This is my partner, Detective Lewis. Mr. Forrester.
Gentlemen, can I see this new letter, please?
It's right here.
Macy, guess what? I'm back. You're not taking me seriously, are you? Well, you should. I'm a nightmare that's about to happen to you. Maybe tonight when you close your eyes, or tomorrow night, one of these nights, I will be there. So don't get too comfortable in your cozy little world, because that world is made out of glass and it's about to shatter. Irv. All right, what are we gonna do about this?
You did show up for your therapy session today, didn't you?
Yes, I showed up.
You want to talk about it?
Psychotherapy, Eric, you know, it's not the easiest thing.
No, I understand. I don't mean to pry, it's just that you seem so unsettled.
I am unsettled.
Why?
I failed. I failed, and I realize that now. You know, there was a time when we were so close. I know you don't remember that, but I do. When you loved me. Deeply, genuinely, and somewhere along the line something went wrong, and I failed you. And the horrible thing is I don't even know when it happened. I don't know what I did.
Sheila, you mustn't get too down on yourself.
No. I can't get down on myself enough. Because when I look at you, Eric, all I see is contempt and disdain for me, and I realize you're gonna walk away from this marriage without a decent memory, not one. And that's unthinkable to me, but that's the way it's going to be, isn't it? Unless I can do something about it. And I am gonna do something about it. So, what we're going to do after we take a little break is walk you through the development process here at Forrester. My husband will handle the creative end, and I will handle the business aspects. And I can assure you that by the end of this evening, you will see that the fashion industry is very dynamic. It's always changing, always responding to the public. But if there is a job for you in fashion, it's not going to be handed to you. You will have to pay your dues. And the dues are considerable. Yet, the rewards are very considerable at the end. So, let's take a break.
Carol Roberts? See you a moment.
Well, I really wish I could stay, but there's someone I have to see.
Oh, that's all right, Anthony.
Anthony, I was just so glad that you were here for Macy when the letter came.
Yeah, I was too. Macy was pretty shook up.
Okay, we'll keep you posted, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, Macy, anytime.
All right, let's get down to business here. What are we going to do to find this guy and prosecute him?
Mr. Forrester, you wanted to say something to me?
You can relax, Ms. Roberts. I'm not going to give you a failing grade. I actually wanted to apologize.
To me?
Yes, I'm afraid I had some fun at your expense today. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
My wife used to say that my sense of humor was anything but funny to its victim. I'm afraid you wound up being my unfortunate victim today.
Your wife? You mean...
No, not Brooke. My deceased wife. God bless her.
Ridge, sweetie, there's somebody I want you to meet, okay?
Sure, all right.
Excuse me.
Well, hope you have fun.
Thank you.
Anthony, hey.
Hey. Really glad you're here.
Why? Is something the matter?
Ivana,
What?
I just came from Macy's place.
Well, what were you doing over there?
Just a little business, but while I was there, Macy received something.
Received something?
You honestly have no idea what I'm talking about?
No. No, she didn't get another letter.
Yes, Ivana, she did. Baby, this has got to stop.
Sheila, I'm not walking away from this marriage with no good memories.
Name one.
Our wedding. We were married on a beautiful spring day in the loveliest chapel in Malibu. The whole family was there. You almost backed out, as I recall.
That's what happened. But do you remember how you felt? Do you remember how you felt the day you married me, Eric, the love you felt for me? No. No, you don't. It's as lost on you as a childhood memory. And that's what I blame myself for. I blame myself for allowing you to forget. Maybe making you forget.
Look, Sheila, it just wasn't meant to be.
Oh, Eric, that is such a cop-out. If it wasn't meant to be, it never would have happened. Maybe it's just too late. And if it is, I'll live with that. And if the best I can offer you is misery, I am certainly not going to condemn you to that lifestyle. Because I care too much for you, Eric. You've taught me too much. I'm always going to be grateful. And I'm always going to respect you. Because you turned me into a different person. A better person. A much better person.
Sheila, you mustn't think I got nothing from this marriage.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously you didn't get enough to stay. God, I could have just done right by you, you know? To show you the best side of me, but you never saw it.
Yes, I did. Sheila, I saw that.
No.
That's what I fell in love
you
with.
didn't. And that's what's so bad about this whole thing. You fell in love with less than the best of me, Eric. If you'd seen the best, even once, you wouldn't be leaving me now. You wouldn't be leaving.
No matter what you say, Sheila, I'm not going on with this marriage.
So what you're telling us is that we should be concerned. We should have our guard up a little bit more than usual, but other than that...
Other than that, be smart. Macy, if you're going out at night, have an escort. Stay away from parking lots, dark streets, anywhere where you might be a target.
Meanwhile, we'll run some tests on these letters and see if we can come up with a profile.
Wait a minute, shouldn't someone be watching this place? I mean, isn't there something more that we can do, that you can do?
The department has limited resources, Mr. Forrester. Sure, if we were dealing with a bona fide threat, we'd have a 24-hour detail out here. But at this point, what do we have?
We have a threat, Officer Weber.
No, sir, we have a nuisance. We don't know if he's a threat yet.
Thorne, they're right. I mean, this Irv guy doesn't even know that I live here. He sent all of the letters to the studio.
When Jim and I are on duty, we'll make a point of driving by here. Other than that, you'll just have to wait.
For what? This is what worries me. What are we waiting for, gentlemen?
Ivana, Macy called the police today.
The police?
Honey, this is getting serious.
Did you tell them anything about me?
Of course not, but these guys are detectives. They're going to track you down.
Well, I only wrote one of those letters, Anthony. The first one.
Ivana, I'm finding that harder and harder to believe.
Yeah, well then don't believe it. But it's the truth. Anthony, I think you better leave. You obviously don't trust me anymore.
Ivana, I want to trust you.
But you don't. So just go.
No way. I'm not gonna bail on you. If you say you didn't do it, all right, I'll believe you. Ivana, you mean too much to me.
All right, everybody, let's get back to work. We have a lot to accomplish, so I think we better get started.
Nothing, I'm fine.
Well, are you sure? I mean, why aren't you in there? They're about to start.
I think it's my allergies. I should probably go home.
Oh.
So, are you an employee here?
No, I'm just a senior in high school.
I'm sorry, but what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just helping out. You know, if you were feeling up to it, I might be able to get you a tour of the building.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lot of security here?
Oh, yeah, but not for me. I'm a Forrester.
You are?
Yeah, Jessica Forrester.
How are you related?
Oh, well, Eric Forrester is my uncle. And Ridge Forrester is my favorite cousin.
Really?
Yes. Well, we're closer than two peas in a pod, so to speak. So, what do you say? How about a tour of the building? Okay. Great. Okay, follow me this way.